Hello children, let us do the recap of this lesson, crop production and management. Now we have already studied this lesson, crop production and management, children. All of you know that the food is essential for our survival. So from where does we get food? We get food from plants. From where does we get food? We get food from plants. Okay, fine, you have studied better. Growing plants and rearing animals for food, clothing and other useful products. What is it known as? That is known as agriculture. We have studied in this lesson about the agriculture, about the crop also, children. Now what does this crop mean? Plants of the same kind. Plants of the same kind grown on a large scale for food, clothing, etc. What are that known as? They are known as crops, children. And what does this term agriculture mean? Growing plants and rearing animals for what? For clothing, for food and other useful products. What is it known as? That is known as agriculture. Now you have studied about the two types of the crops, that was Rabi and Kharif crops. Okay. Rabi. Based on the growing season, the crops grown in India are classified or can be classified as Rabi and Kharif crops. This you have studied. Then children, we have studied about the agricultural practices. Agricultural practices, that is the sequence. Do you remember? Agricultural practices. What is this agricultural practices? For growing crops, farmers perform a series of sequence. What does the farmers perform? They perform a series of sequence, children. They perform a series of sequence which is known as agricultural practices, children. Fine. Now you know about that sequence also. That sequence is also very important. So one by one we'll discuss. First was the soil preparation. First was the soil preparation. Now in the soil preparation, which three steps were there, children? First was soil preparation. It was the one of it was plowing, then it was leveling, then we have discussed about applying what, children? Applying fertilizers. Applying fertilizers. Okay, for the soil preparation, plowing, leveling and applying fertilizers. So the process of loosening and turning the soil is called plowing. What does this term leveling means, children? That is even after the plowing, what happens, children? There are big lumps of the soil is left in the field, so that has to be crushed. They are crushed with the help of the wooden or iron planks. What are that known as? That are known as levelers. Okay, and this whole process is known as a leveling. What is that whole process known as? The whole process is known as leveling in the soil preparation. Now next step is the applying fertilizers. Fertilizers are the natural or chemical substance that contain more nutrients which are essential for the soil, which makes the soil fertile, children. After this sequence, which step comes, children? I know everyone knows it, but still we are revising it, children. The next step is the selection and sowing of seeds. Next is the selection and sowing of seeds. So these two are also very important. For the selection of seeds, it's also very important that the seed should be healthy. When we do the selection of the seeds, what has to be kept in our mind, children? That should be of good quality. The seed should be of good quality is very important, children, and the seed should be healthy also. That seed should be healthy seeds and of good quality. Then after that we are sowing the seeds. After the seeds have been selected, they need to be sown in the field, children. So sowing is the process of planting seeds in the soil. Sowing can be done, children, manually by hand or with the help of an implement. What is that implement known as? That implement is known as seed drill. Okay, now second we have done. Now let us come to the third step now. What is the third step, children? Third sequence, that is the irrigation. Irrigation is the next step, children. Third one, irrigation refers to an artificial application of water to the soil for assisting the growth of crops. For the growth of crops, the water is needed for the growth of crops. Okay, children, and this is an artificial application of water. Now there are two methods. What was that? One was the traditional method. One is the traditional method. Okay, and second one is the modern method. Now in modern method, which two methods have been introduced? There one is the drip irrigation. One is the drip irrigation and other is the sprinkler irrigation. So these two methods, modern methods also you have studied, children. Now these are the drip irrigation and the sprinkler irrigation. Now come to the next step. What was the next step of sequence of the agricultural practices, children? That was the weeding and crop protection. Weeding and crop protection. Next is weeding and crop protection. So unwanted plants which are grown with the crops that are known as weeds. Undesirable or the unwanted plants which are grown along with the crops, they are known as weeds. And the process of removing of the weeds, it's known as weeding. Now then weeding can be done manually or by using chemicals. That chemicals are called as weedicides. What are that chemicals known as? They are known as weedicides, children. Weedicide is a chemical that is used to destroy weeds. Weedicides destroy the weeds without affecting the crops. Now next we have studied about the pesticides, children. Next we have studied about the pesticides. Animals such as rat and insects, they also damage the crop. And what are that known as? They are known as pests. They are known as pests, and most pests can be destroyed by using a chemical that is known as a pesticide. What that chemical is known as? Pesticide, and which is destroying the weeds. That chemical is known as a weedicides. Fine. Now what was the next step, children? That is the harvesting. Now we will be revising about the harvesting. The next one is about the harvesting. Okay, children. The process of cutting and gathering of crops is called harvesting. And when harvesting is done, the grains of the cereal plants are separated from rest of the plant. What are that two process? That process are threshing and winnowing. What is that process known as? That is threshing and winnowing, children. Now after that is the next step. When harvesting is done, then we come to the next topic, that next sequence, children, that is the storage. Now you have to store the grains. So harvested grains need to be stored before they are made available for the consumption. The grains are dried in the sun to remove as much as moisture is present. Whatever moisture is present in the grains, the moisture present in the grain, that is removed by keeping them under the sun. And what about that storage area? Should be kept clean and dry. Pesticide should be sprayed beforehand to keep the pest away, so that pest should be away. Why we are doing it? So to keep the pest away. Okay, children. And periodic inspection of the storage area is also very important. After this, all was the sequence, children, of the agricultural practices. Now how can we increase the crop production? Increasing crop yield. Next step we are studying now, revising about the increasing the crop yield. Okay. Now by two techniques we can study, we are going to study for this topic for increasing the crop production. We can use these two techniques, children. One is a mixed cultivation, one is the mixed cultivation, and other is the crop rotation. One is the mixed cultivation and other is the crop rotation. In this type of cultivation, two or more different types of crops are sown in a particular field at the same time, children. Now, the crops are chosen as such that the nutrient needs of one crop are fulfilled by the other. This is about the mixed cultivation. Now, if we discuss about the crop rotation, the practice of growing two or more dissimilar crops in the same field, one after the other, is called crop rotation. This is done keeping in mind what has to be kept into the mind, children, the nutrient requirements of a particular crop. For example, such as wheat and paddy use a lot of nitrogen. What does they do? They need lot of nitrogen from the soil. This lost nitrogen can be replaced naturally. How can they replace naturally? By planting the leguminous plants. Which plants, children? By planting the leguminous plant. And what are the examples of the leguminous plants? Pea, soya bean or green beans are the example of the leguminous plant. Now the next topic what we are going to revise for this lesson, and that is the last one for this lesson, children, that is food from animals. As you know, we get the food from animals. What all we get from the animals as a food, children? Food from animals. What all food we get from animals? Food from animals. What all we get, children? That is egg you get, milk, honey, meat. This all food we get from the animals, children. Now we obtain many kinds of the food items from animals. Rearing animals on a large scale for food and other needs What is it known as? That is known as a animal husbandry. What is it known as? Animal husbandry, children. And the practice of rearing honeybees for honey. What is it known as? That is known as a apiculture, children. So there are certain keywords, new terms which you should learn it, children. Agriculture, crops, weedicides, animal husbandry, harvesting, irrigation, fertilizers, cultivation also you have studied in this lesson. So this way we have revised the lesson, children. Okay, thank you so much.